Welcome, guys, to Think About It Reviews, and I have finally saw a film that I've been wanting to watch, but I just saw it the other day, and this film didn't come out until 2012, so I finally got to see it. It's a sequel to a film I saw a long time ago when it was released, and I'm gonna officially call this a guilty pleasure because, by all means, I was entertained by this film, but by all means, it is not a very good film, especially the acting. And the film I'm talking about, the sequel, it's called The Collection. The Collection. It is a sequel to The Collector, and The Collector was not too bad of a film. I thought it was going to be way better. It was rarely... All the people that I was talking to when that movie came out it was like kind of overhyped, honestly. They're like, "Oh, this is so good. It's like Saw, this and that." It's exactly like Saw. If you don't know too much about this film series, The Collector or The Collection, is that originally this was supposed to be a prequel to Saw, but they scrapped that, and this became its own kind of series. What you need to really know is basically it's a serial killer who does Saw-like stuff with booby traps and everything. Takes at least one person, if he's in a house or if he's in the underground, dance party, whatever, where he's at, he just takes one person, throws him or her in a box, and takes him back to his little laboratory. And he likes bugs. In this film, he does go to. We meet our protagonist, who's played by. What the hell's her name? It's Emma Fitzpatrick, which is kind of funny because her character name was Elena, and she goes to an underground party with her girlfriend, and a lot of the serial Lord and behold, the Collector is there, and he basically is starting to murdering everybody, and then he takes Elena, and basically her father gets this team together to go and recapture Elena and go get her, but there's only one man who knows where the Collector might be, and that is the guy who's played by Josh Stewart. Now, Josh Stewart was also in the first one. He's in here. He plays ex-burglar named Arkin, and he was captured by the Collector during the first one. I guess it's not a spoiler. Is it a spoiler? Whatever. It's been like how many years? If you haven't seen this movie, then yeah. Well, anyway, so basically he knows about the Collector's ways and stuff. He's a past survivor, and he helps his team go into the Collector's home base, pretty much, and try to retrieve Elena. Now, this movie is directed by Marcus Dunstan, and it stars also, like I said, Josh Stewart, Emma Fitzpatrick, and also Shooter McGavin, Christopher McDonald, who plays the father of Elena. His name is Mr. Peters. Now, this film, it's not scary. It's not a true horror type scary. You're never going to get scared. You're just never going to get scared. It's really kind of a torture porn type movie. I mean, there's a lot of blood. There's a lot of traps. And the dance scene is actually well done. I will say the dance scene in the very beginning where he's really... I mean, there's no spoiler here. He's going to kill people. He's killing people at the underground dance party. And it actually is well done. I actually thought that was really fun to see all the deaths that were occurring and how these booby traps came to be. That doesn't necessarily mean this movie is flawless. This movie has so many damn plot holes, it's not even funny. I won't even really get to it. But let's just say, how the hell did he get all those booby traps set up in that little dance arena? Like, it's... Like, where did this dance underground come from? Like, who set this up? What is going on here? There's such, you can nitpick a lot of stuff that's in here. But the most travesty about this film is the acting. The acting is not that great. It's not that great. This is why it's a guilty pleasure. Because even if the acting was great, even if the acting was terrible, I actually still enjoyed this film because I think I enjoyed a lot of the booby traps that were set. You could tell that this was definitely kind of a knockoff of Saw. I mean, it's traps that are kind of below a Saw, except one particular trap that I thought was really cool. The characters, they're just there to die, honestly. You want to get to know a character, good luck. The only characters you're really going to get to know in this film is the main one and Arkin. And Arkin we knew from the first one. So you get a little appreciation if you saw the first film, The Collector. This film, it definitely is It's definitely not like the first film. It definitely takes place in the collector's home base, and that's what we want to see. We want to see a lot of these booby traps. We want to see his home base, but the plan that these guys have once they enter the home base, the team to take Elena, is stupid. They don't know what the hell they're doing. What the hell are they doing? They're just going in there, guns blazing. They literally opened the front freaking door. Some of the idiotic stuff that happens in this film. But the one positive thing is Elena. I really did like this character. She really was a strong female type character. She was able to get out her own. She was able to just go along the home base of the collector, this building, this abandoned building, so to speak, and she really just held her own. And then what she does at the end, man, she's a trooper. And I also like Arkin, even though the actor didn't do. It looked like he did a better job in the first film acting wise. Than the sequel. I really do like Arkin. I really do like Josh Stewart. I think he did. I like that character. I think you really sympathize with that character. He's like, shit, I don't want to go back in there, but he has to because he made a deal. Other than that, though, I thought the traps were great. I thought the blood and gore was great. Like I said, the acting wasn't necessarily... It was awful, honestly. The decisions that they make, the things that they do is so stupid. The soundtrack is hardly even relevant. But overall, I did enjoy this film. The cinematography was okay. It was fine. The tone and coloring, the color palette of this film was actually really nice. It had that cool color to it. And it did feel like an independent movie. But the film looked great. The CGI did not look too well. The CGI was pretty... with the flames and everything that happened in this. There's one point where something goes on fire. But I think what really matters to entertainment is how these people get killed, and how these people get killed is actually kind of pretty damn entertaining. But it's still low level stuff compared to the Saw franchise. But the Saw franchise, it went downhill as well. Other than that, it still was a guilty pleasure. It's not a good film. It's by all means, it's whatever. Honestly, it's whatever, but still, somehow, some way, I was entertained by it, and I think I put this in a very entertaining, especially for that ending, I think it was a fantastic ending in this film. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's not cliche. It's actually really cool. So check out if you're gonna, by all means, if you're going to check out this film, just check out the film, and then I think you'll appreciate the ending. If you've seen both of them, you'll definitely appreciate the ending of this film. So thank you guys for listening. I do recommend you watch this film if you have nothing else to do. It's not on Netflix. I think you're going to have to go look for it on DVD. But please, if you have nothing else to do and you like horror or you like torture porn, so to speak, where a lot of blood, a lot of torture is going on, not too much. It's not over the top torture like Eli Roth type still, like Hostel or whatever. But it's still, it's an entertaining flick, and I was bored and I watched it and I thought it was entertaining. It's not by all means a good flick, but it was very entertaining. So check it out. If you've already seen The Collector too, I think you'll like this film as well. The Collector was a little bit boring. I think The Collection is just a little bit more entertaining. There's more stuff going on than the first film. So thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe. Please make videos I try to make videos every single day. And I just want to hear you guys' thoughts. So let me know if you've seen these two films, if you've seen this series already, and what you thought about The Collection if you've seen it. So thank you guys for listening, and I am out. Bye.